Welcome back, Blood Bowl fans, to the Kringle Cup for the last one, I think. Today
Yeah,
we got a match against Coach Grant and Coach Doug.
Yep.
This match is going to be exciting.
Mm.
I can feel it. Let's start with Coach Doug. Coach Doug, how excited are you for this game?
It's one of my favorite morning activities. Wake up, play Blood Bowl.
All right.
Pretty excited.
Well, let's go to Coach Grant now. How do you feel about this game?
it's one of my favorite nighttime activities. Play Blood Bowl and then go to bed.
Great. We have the duality of man. This shows how great these two players are against each other. The match will be exciting and riveting and other big words.
Doug, where'd you get food at?
Steak and shake.
What kind of shake did you get?
I always get banana.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Ooh.
Hands down, the best thing they got.
Is it the
Yeah.
extinct banana flavor?
That distinct Laffy Taffy banana flavor.
Yes. All right. Well, coaches, you should get in that game. The match
All right.
of the minute, of the month. Here we go.
Can't make me mute.
Okay. Coach
I'm gonna
Doug will
cast
be
this
on
game.
live cam. He is co-casting the match.
This is my first match I haven't had petty cash. Other than the first. And with that tidbit of knowledge, I'll be muting myself. If I can. It's not letting me go off the screen.
Good evening to all you sports fans.
Good weather. Shame. Nothing to spice things up.
Oh my god, Blood Bowl fans, we failed to join the game. This is expected. After a trip to the Warp Kitchen, we will now join the game for real, for real. We should probably turn off the boys' video. There we go. We have the Stars and Stripes versus the Stripes. The Monegasque national team versus Presidential Uprising. I see that Jimmy Carter has joined the team. Welcome, Jimmy. I, I haven't been keeping track of all of the teams this year. Looks like Jimmy Carter's been experienced on the team for probably several matches. Ooh, we have Oliver using kick, and we have a pitch invasion.
Shameful.
Coach Doug will have two players randomly stunned. While the ball was in the air, the fans came out onto the field and tackled the players. Abraham Lincoln starting off strong, punching Jan Sicardi down. Followed up by Franklin with a pure pow onto Sebastian Guillard.
That play looked almost competent.
We have a 2-for-2 play right now. I think we might see a blitz onto Traveso. Maybe. Doug appears to be going for an all-in approach. We have Jimmy Carter himself coming in. He's going to knock down Etienne Rouge. He's going to stay put.
How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground?
Our boy George Washington is the ghoul runner. Coach Doug did not start with any ghoul runners, but now he has one. The ghoul runners are an integral piece to the shambling undead team, because everyone else is very slow, and he moves 7.
I'll be blunt here.
And as
If you
like,
can't pick the ball,
and as
then
like
what are you doing in
every
this sport?
ball runner, they do not pick up the ball on the first turn. Even with the reroll. Blood Bowl fans. Yeah. Yeah. We are recording. Just had to check, you know. Had to make sure, you know, are we doing the audio? Yeah, okay. You can't be too careful, Blood Bowl fans. This is the match of the month. That's right. No other match in this month, give or take every other match of this month. Will not. I don't know where I'm going with it. How will Coach Grant respond? It looks like his plan will be to try and knock down the mummies. Franklin D. Roosevelt has a lot of skills. He has
Unity
a lot
is
of them.
strength.
But Jacques de la Cruz has block, so he's able to take down Abraham Lincoln. There's a great fouling opportunity here, given the 4 other players around. Both players did have 2 rerolls. Or, I didn't, 4, not 2. I saw a 2 appear on the screen and said 2. Now, Coach Doug is going to hand off the ball.
Big Jobo Hairyfoot comes back from the dead
He gets the reroll.
The ball is
Right?
in the player's hands.
Yeah.
What
And he
next?
hands it off. He used the sure hands.
They're handing off and
And
not
unfortunately, George Washington cannot pick up the ball,
passing. What a bunch of incompetent gits. If I had my way, I'd
which
flout
is
'em
very
all.
confusing. He did not drop the ball during the Revolutionary War, but he seems to be dropping it now. He's probably new to the sport of Blood Bowl since uh, the invention of regular human football was probably not of his time. You know, regular human football was invented in 1869 on November 6th, apparently. Google AI says so. And unfortunately, George Washington was about 60 years too late.
Fight me some action.
More like 70, but
Count those teeth, Jim.
so he
You'll
is
have to
not
pick up most of 'em off
experienced
the
in the
ground
classic
in a few
game
seconds'
of
time.
regular human football. However, this is Blood Bowl. And Abraham Lincoln is going to go down, causing a turnover.
Oh, I can't believe this. So many fails. What is this? A
And
blind
Abraham Lincoln is
halfling's
just going to
match or
stand back up. I did like the play of using the sure hands to guarantee a reroll for the pickup. However, it did not pan out since George Washington did not catch the ball, and I managed to stay on a
Always
tangent
uses
long
the
enough
right
that
player
it went to
for the right job.
finished Grant's turn. Ronald Reagan is going to knock down Jean-Luc Ferrer, Rare, or maybe it's Ferrar. It's not Spanish. They're like French, probably. Coach Grant did have a journeyman. I wonder why I did not see that. Maybe because I was in the kitchen, the warp kitchen. But Oliver Moretti is going to get knocked down by
Another
Roosevelt.
player on the ground. The coach will be spitting teeth about this.
Coach Doug has invested 2
Stop them
rerolls
bits in a pie
into
stands
picking
more
up the
chance
ball.
than this poor git. Actually, I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest
That
pie
is
shop?
rather unfortunate. But if George Washington gets a few touchdowns this game, he might be able to pick up sure hands, and that'll help him pick up the ball in the future.
Well done. They have the ball now.
James A. Garfield is on the ball. Certainly he was born when football existed, so he knows how to pick up the ball. The true clash of personalities, Coach Doug and Coach Grant. The stars versus the stripes.
Well, you can't beat a McMurdy Squig Burger. Always upgrade the meals to glutton size, though, or else you don't get enough fries.
Alright, Coach Doug looks like he has a plan set up. He's going to take James A. Garfield. He's going to hand off the ball to George Washington. And he's going to find a way to zoom down the field and threaten a down. Because sure, James A. Garfield has the ball, but he can only move 4 squares. And George Washington can basically move double that with a 7. I think maybe Coach Grant is investing a little too much trying to take down Abraham Lincoln. He's got a whole 4 players
Attacker has an assist.
and 2 of them with guard.
That'll do, player. That'll do. Oh, too easy.
But we do have a POW on Abraham Lincoln. And then we have Pierre Laurent punching Ulysses S. Grant, giving him a push. You know, Dauntless, pretty good skill in this scenario. You can just punch a man. We have our boy coming around, Dieter, everyone's favorite journeyman. Or is it Dieter?
Now that's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
Right? Dieter. Dieter.
He's close.
Dieter. Dieter. Like Peter. Or Dieter. Or Dieter. Who knows? But Franklin is going to punch down Oliver. And he's going to get KO'd. Thanks to the Mighty Blow +1. Well, not exactly. It was an 8. +1 is still knocked out. I'm just kidding. That was for the armor roll. The Mighty Blow did help. You know, that's the power of rolling 1 better. We have Andrew Jackson coming in for the standing blitz on to Dieter. Dieter sounds like that sounds like a journeyman name. Andrew Jackson peels him off. James A. Garfield. The problem is now there's this wall. So the potential handoff play is not going to happen. Martin Van Buren can come over and help Jimmy Carter punch a man. JFK can come over here, help. Ooh, he's coming in behind.
You know,
We need to just
I
stop
often think
moving
Blood Bowl might
the
be
mouse
better if
everywhere.
we just got rid of the whole ball thing and got straight to the maiming.
Yeah, he's moving in.
That would be blood without the bow.
So then
It's
Jimmy
just
Carter
war.
gets the 2 dice.
You can see
He's
that
gonna
any
push
time in my
him,
house.
Again?
pushing him down.
Let's go there.
He's gonna follow up. So he's coming in for the handoff.
All
He
transmitted.
catches it.
Easy.
He can just get over like here if he wants to. Probably not a good idea. But what if he ran over here? You know, that looks pretty far. You know, relative from being over there to being over here. That'll force Coach Grant to do some dodges. Harry Truman's going to fail the rush test, but he's going to re-roll. Oh, we can plop George Washington down in the cage right here. Sure, we're open here in the back corner, but
You got anything
John-Luc
cool for me in
Ferrara
the
could
baseball
get there.
box Other than old Blood Bowl matches,
But now
Jim?
Ronald Reagan is
Yes.
here. He's letting it trickle down.
I'm addicted to that HBO series.
And Ulysses S.
Let's
Grant
go
is
to
going to
the
get
turnover.
bopped by Pierre. Pierre Laurent. I think George is in a good spot. Coach Doug is not exactly threatening a down, but he can get pretty close. JFK is going to get pushed. Now, where did the guard pieces go? One of them went knocked out.
Is the assist gonna be enough
See,
to
Coach
come
Grant
out on
uses
top?
first team reroll to get a POW onto Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter has fend, so if he uses it, Jan Sicardi is not allowed to follow
Now
up.
as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
However, Jimmy Carter going down has left Traveso and Stefano Coletti. They can freely bother George Washington. It looks like Stefani is going to go in there, and we're going to see a both down.
Nice catch.
Oh, but Harry Truman, he's going to catch the ball. We didn't start the fire, but he's going to keep it burning. I sung "We Didn't Start the Fire" karaoke, and Harry Truman is right there. He is starting the fire. He's the first thing they say.
Written. Players can barely
And then
speak,
Franklin's
Jim,
going to take
let
down
alone write.
Sebastian.
No,
A
you got
death.
enough of 'em.
Blood Bowl fans. That is a death.
Sometimes the underdog
Luckily,
is the
we have an
favorite.
apothecary. Oh my Buddha. Sebastian Guillard is dead. But he's back, baby. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. You know, but there are a lot of other players that are much more valuable. See, what was he? He was just a lineman, you know. Not that big of a deal. You know, unless if it was our boy Mark Anthony.
How do I look in HD, Bob?
A whiter shade of pale.
But Harry Truman is running down the field. And Pierre Laurent is going to get punched.
Now his buddy can move freely.
Oh, and he's going to get a smashed knee.
Smack.
He is a blitzer. He's going to lose a movement.
Defense are dropping like blood flies around a Tomb King's desiccated carcass.
The blitzers can move 7? Well, yeah, duh. If the Imperial Nobility blitzers can move 7, that makes sense for the regular human blitzers to move 7. But now he's going to move 6, and he's going to miss the next game.
Damn, that player just won't go down.
I'm interested to see what Grant is saving his who he's saving his apothecary for. Because that's one of his guard players. If not for Pierre, if not for Sebastian, then who?
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
Andrew Jackson is going to knock down Dieter. The standing blitz, he's going to move up. JFK is going to take down Etienne Roos.
He's now as free as a
Ruse.
fork
Ruse
in a
sounds like that's how you
thunderstorm.
pronounce it. Ooh, we have a both down Blood Bowl fans. They're both going down. Nothing comes of it. It is now Coach Grant's turn. Stefano Coletti can get Harry Truman.
A temerity really
And we have Mark
was
Anthony
rewarded.
Macaroni. Marconi. He's coming in. Coletti is going to knock him down. And he's going to get KO'd. That's big. Now the ball is over there. Do we have a thrower nearby? Jan Sicardi. He could potentially throw the ball to a catcher meticulously placed over there. Oh, that is definitely who Coach Grant is saving the apothecary for. This man has 6
I wonder
skills,
how fast
level
that
5.
Broken some legs.
He has placed himself in the receiving position. But are we able to get the ball over to Jan in time? I think maybe the pass is would be too far. I don't know the limit of how far
A
you're able to
great game so
pass.
far. We seem to be having a little dull moment, but it'll
We have
pick
the
up
blitz from Franklin Roosevelt. Oh, the reroll rush into the double skull. Jan showed him what for. What will Coach Grant do? He's going to pick up the
Yes,
ball.
they picked up the ball.
He's handing it off.
Whoop-de-doo.
Coach Grant loves his handoffs. So Jacques De La Cruz now has the ball. Dieter is coming in.
There's only one word
We have
to
the
say
blitz
about this
onto
ball.
George Washington. George Washington does have dodge.
Crutch.
And we have Jan coming in over here. Applying the pincer maneuver. Sort of a pincer maneuver to George Washington, making his dodge harder. Potentially. We have Stefano Coletti. We have a bit of
The
protection
thing about
for De La
is
Cruz.
how it brings everyone together in a common joy of death. You have orcs, dwarfs, men, and even beastmen sharing the delightful violence in the
We
same
have
stadium,
zoning from
and
Abraham
all
Lincoln.
desperate to see some shredding death.
Potentially Andrew Jackson can come in for a blitz. No, he can't. He can't realistically maneuver in there and push Shock off the field with Frenzy.
What was your favorite moment as a Blood Bowl player, Bob?
Oh, well, it has to be scoring my first touchdown, Jim. You see, I just ripped the head off this kid who'd given me
Oh, he's
some
coming in.
bruises
Oh,
before the
Blood Bowl
game.
fans.
So just for fun, I shoved the ball down his throat and then lobbed his whole body into the end zone. The ref said it was classified as a catch, so I scored a touchdown. Yeah, the NAF changed the rules the next day.
So what will Coach Grant do? Hear me out. Stefano blitzes George Washington. Shock hands the ball to Jan. Jan runs up, yeets the ball to Jean-Luc, and he scores a touchdown.
Last, some violence.
George Washington is knocked down, freeing up Jan. We're getting a little a little pass. Jacques has received a star player point for a successful pass. He now has 3.
He scored! He scored!
And Ferrer has scored a touchdown. Blood Bowl fans, that was crazy.
Ah, the boneheads are back. Well, at least the ones that can walk. A real bloodfest. This is Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl fans, we have talked a little too much, and we are tired for some reason. But that's okay. I am a dedicated Blood Bowler. We have an 8th turn. I'm getting some beverage. Bloodweiser, yeah. There we go.
Uncertain weather. Ah, something's happening at last.
Welcome back, Blood Bowl fans. We have acquired a beverage.
Cabal Vision HD comes with a range of new features. Please see your...
Ooh. Oh, we're seeing a multi-block. Franklin is going to punch 2 men at the same time.
That'll help a player move without risk.
There he goes. You know what they say, he spoke softly and carried a big stick.
That's a strike made with technique and precision. It's not always about sheer muscle or size.
Yeah, smells like
And
a
with the
good
blitz
old-fashioned
onto Jan, getting punished for scoring. And we're gonna see Sebastian himself, a former teammate, foul Stefano Coletti. Nothing came of it, but it's about the message. JFK should just pass the ball. He should do it. To send a message. What will Coach Grant do for the final turn of the first half? Will he try to retaliate? Or will he burn 7 minutes of his chess time?
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
Martin Van Buren's
All I
going to
can
be
think of is
punched from behind. Defender stumble by Jacques de
Now
la
he's ready to
Cruz.
move freely.
A prone player is a dead player. Oft-times at any rate.
And that's it.
That team's apothecary must have the magic sponge this time. With one team having a 3-player advantage, I can't see how the smaller squad will win.
Exactly what I was going to say. Coach Grant is still down players. Coach Doug even now has more players than he started with. We have some movement. Coach Grant will be receiving this half. So he's going to go for an offensive maneuver. He's going for the heavy side. He's making sure that he'll be able to have all of his players over here and attempt to just shove up. However, there is a fatal flaw in this setup that is designed with the heavy side. If the ball lands over here,
This defense is a good offense. Or
it'll be
the
hard
other way around.
to get since everybody's over here. But we have the use of kick. Everybody loves kick.
The players are gonna
And it's a
move.
quick snap. Players get to move one square. Yes, 4 of them. Treviso and Jock can move up one square and then just punch the boys over here. Etienne's gonna do that because he has guard, and that he'll always have an assist, and he has block. So sorry, Stefano Coletti, you're not over there. You're over here. here.
That player's like a
Jean-Luc
streak
picks
of
up the
luck.
ball.
Yeah, it's a streak of something, Jim, but I wouldn't call it lightning.
The entire Monegasque team is within this area of the field, using strength in numbers.
That's a good choice for this play.
We have a push from Jacques onto Ronald Reagan. He's going to stay put. We have a very strong cage surrounding Jean-Luc Ferrer. Ferrar. Ooh, that's not how it is either.
Go, big guy.
A blitz from Abraham Lincoln onto Mark Anthony. Marconi. He has dodge. Coach Marlowe has sent me a chat. He's probably asking about when our game. He says I can't play Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday. What? So we can play some other day.
Are magic sponges really magical, Bob?
That's a trade secret, Jim. That player should punch the other enemy players quickly before trying anything else.
Marlowe is typing still. Ooh, we have a push. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That's a big push. Jan is going to move up. And we're going to see a push onto Abraham Lincoln. He's going to get pushed away. That'll free up Jean-Luc. We're going to see a reroll. Ooh,
Well, that's a bit
Dieter.
embarrassing for everyone.
Ader team reroll. You know, he's not a part of the team, but he's in our hearts, a part of the team.
One more step and...
Andrew Jackson's going to push.
Hey, that play looked
Oh, he's
almost
got the
optimal.
frenzy. That's what he's going for. The double push. He is forked. Now that's a play, Blood Bowl fans. Unexpected.
Did you know, back in 2479, the experiment to use balls made of granite...
We have a team reroll. It's going to be a push. That's going to send Etienne off the field, thanks to Martin Van Buren.
And into the crowd they go.
That's a... because he pushed him there. Dude,
This is turning into...
Coach Doug is on a whole nother level.
End zone is a calling.
Another player off the field is a player off the field. We have the
Anybody
blitz.
catch the ball tonight?
Jimmy Carter coming in. We have a Red Skull. Is he going to reroll? He is. He's going to get a defender stumble, knocking down Jan Sicardi. He can follow up for free and be right next to the ball carrier.
That player's
There
a
he
little
is.
short.
Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
Jean-Luc is now in a position. Abraham Lincoln is going to push a man. He's going to reroll. He's going to punch a man. Mark Anthony Marconi is going down. He gets kicked and stunned. That's the power of a foot. How will Jean-Luc escape this scenario? Will he go down one square to the left and down? He could. He could.
You got anything cool recorded on your WizWo box other than old Blood Bowl matches, Jim?
Yes. You know, I'm addicted to that HBO series, Game of Gnomes. You never know which little bearded grunt is going to die next. Then there's Dr. Flu, a time traveler. Wait a second, what's happening down there?
Coach Grant is showing an opportunity. He has an opportunity to escape this tight-locked scenario. I see a way out. We have our boy Dieter. He's going to kill Jimmy Carter. And then a standing blitz from Jean-Luc. He's going to take down... Oh, we have a jump. He has leap. Blood Bowl fans.
And the crowd starts laughing. You can't blame them. was hilarious.
Blood Bowl fans. Okay. He rolled a 1, so he landed in the same square. And Jan Sakardi has the ball. It is not that bad.
Looks like the players have
Andrew Jackson
finally
is going to
remembered
punch a
we're
man
not
off the
playing
field. He's going to...
soccer.
I think he followed up. He did.
Defense is weak. Go on, boy.
He could potentially get shoved off if someone is over here. That's not going to happen. But Abraham Lincoln's going down. Right? No, never mind. Abraham Lincoln is taking him down. The mighty blow leads to an injury, a head injury.
With arms like
Bonked him on the
tree
noggin.
trunks. There was only going to be one result in that spat.
Harry Truman gonna punch a man.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
So Abraham Lincoln now has 7-star player points. He's getting close to another skill.
Too easy.
I hope it's multi-block. I think multi-block is pretty fun and interesting. Dieter is being shoved around. Will he be swatted a third time? He is. And we have the both down. The elbow block. And then we have the blitz from Ronald Reagan. He's going to punch Jan. He's going to trickle down onto the ground. And the ball will bounce in a direction.
Get up or get off the field.
It's bouncing everywhere.
Someone's getting fired in the morning.
We have a foul coming in from Martin Van Buren. He's going to get called off. He's going to argue the call. That'll send him off.
Very odd, Jim. I think we've got an honest ref here. They can't be guild affiliated.
We have a red die. Will you go down or will you go down? It is a pal Jan with the standing blitz. In times like these, you gotta do it. He's gonna follow up to get out of the tackle zone. That'll be a badly hurt. Will he stay injured?
Ouch.
He will.
Really hurt.
Harry Truman. Will he go for the pickup, or will he stay there and threaten his tackle zone around the ball? He will. We're going to have a loop-de-loop around with Stefano Coletti.
Smells like a fight is about to happen. The bigger they are.
The harder they punch.
The 3-die block from Abraham Lincoln. He has dodge, so it's going to be a push. He's going to push him onto the ball. It has a good chance of bouncing into a president and him catching it.
Snuffle must be holding him up.
Oh dear. How disappointing.
And we have another push. Ronald Reagan. He's trickling him down, as per usual.
I think he's going to make him suffer. What's that player doing?
We're looking for. Oh, George Washington is coming
Grounded
up.
agony, Jim. And here comes
He's
the other
waking
team.
up. I think he finally's read the history books about football. We have another player sent
Did you
off.
see that, Bob?
Of course I did, Jim. And it's outrageous.
I know, Bob. Stamping on the player's head is not really.
Not that, Jim.
The standing blitz from Jan again. He is definitely awake. He is not asleep.
Now
Fast.
everybody can move freely.
He's taking down his fellow player. Oh, he's gonna.
On the ground.
Oh. Mark Anthony is falling down onto the ball. And it is bounced over here. We have a blitz from Abraham Lincoln. Looks like he's gonna get a push. Pushing Jan back. Marking Stefano Coletti and Jan. George Washington can swoop wide right in. He's going to attempt to pick up the ball.
These players
He's going to
have
need a reroll.
no hands.
He needed more than a reroll.
I've seen some bad
Coach
Blood
Doug
Bowl
could tie it up
matches in my
if he
time.
just picks
And
up
this
the
is
ball. However, that is one of the two hardest things to do in Blood Bowl. Pick up the ball and make a rush test.
What's going on? They can't run, they can't hit each other too.
We have John Luke pick up the ball. He's going to drop the ball. Blood Bowl fans, this game is coming to a swift end
Competent.
as players are,
I had my
as the
way,
coaches
fuck
are
'em all.
trying to pick up the ball.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
Andrew Jackson's going to punch him onto the ball with the frenzy. It'll bop him out. He's going to get pushed again. Another push onto the ball. It bounces closer to the end zone. George Washington is in hand.
This player likes to be well
Able to
assisted.
put it in his hand. We have the reroll from Franklin. Unfortunately, he has to go into this open spot next to George Washington. There are still several people around to punch him. Ronald Reagan given an opportunity. We're not going to make the Reaganomics joke again. An interesting push. He could have pushed him upward, and then he would have been away from George Washington.
The player's fist is approximately the same size as his entire opponent.
Abraham Lincoln's going for a punch. You know, Abraham Lincoln did hunt vampires who killed his mother. Jimmy Carter is going to punch Dieter. He's going to go down. Pow. We have the sure hands. Hold on, he's going to drop it. It's going to bounce. It's bouncing back. It's bouncing.
Just grab this piece of soap.
Nobody picked it up.
Oh, I can't believe this. So many fails. What is this? A blind halflings match or something? The team have possession. I've seen some
Ooh.
but that one is
That did take the ball far away.
I've seen
The
some
Presidents
bad
only
Blood
have
Bowl
2
matches
turns
in
to
my
score.
time.
It might have gotten knocked out of range for Coach Doug. His fast players too far to go back and around. Especially because John Luke is right there. Franklin is going to knock down a man. Mark Anthony is going to get KO'd. Coach Grant took a lot of damage this game. They're moving around the ball. Who will pick it up?
Get pulled.
I don't think anyone will.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm. A snotling baked in
George
a pie
Washington's
stands
coming
a
around. He's
chance
going to be the one to pick up the ball.
Actually, I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
George Washington did not
I've
read
seen some bad
the history
Blood Bowl
on
matches in my
regular
time,
human
and
football.
this is one of them.
Luckily, we're playing Blood Bowl, so those rules do not apply. I'm really trying.
If they can't even run. Oh, I can't believe this. So many fails. What is this? A blind halflings match or something?
Abraham Lincoln's going to push Stefano Coletti. I think we're going to see Franklin come in for the blitz onto Coletti again. We can see a big funny foul onto Dieter. Everybody loved to foul Dieter. Here it is. Man, it's just a push.
This player, the attacker, smells weakness.
Oh, we're going to see the foul onto John Luke.
The player's on the ground, and it looks like he's about to get
He needs
kicked.
just a little bit.
5 gold pieces says he gets kicked in the face first.
We're gonna force Coach Grant to use his apothecary right here. He did make the armor roll.
Overall,
I couldn't pick up
but
the
at least we
gosh
have a winner.
dang ball. Grant, did you grease that mofo up?
Yeah, it was greased up.
Oh, do your thing.
Welcome back, coaches. That was an exciting game. We're gonna have to go back and go to the menu because, of course, it closed.
I got the string up.
Yeah, we'll go to Coach Doug. How did you feel about that game?
I couldn't pick up that ball. I tried for like 5 turns, I swear. I probably got too hyper-focused on trying to kill the one level 5 guy, but I left myself like 4 or 5 turns to try to pick up that thing and run it in. Just nothing.
Yeah, that it happened. I did like you going over and picking up the ball with the guy with sure hands and then handing it off. But then George Washington couldn't catch the ball, and I'm like, oh.
I was having the hardest time with that ball, man. Overall, I'm not too mad about this loss. I feel like we played well. Grant sneaked out that touchdown. I saw it coming a mile away, and I couldn't stop it. But yeah, good game.
You did get some points, and you're able to get substantial damage onto Grant's team. We'll go over to Coach Grant. Coach Grant How did you
Yeah,
feel about those several injuries?
yeah, Cole. I'll tell you what. Another victory like that, and we won't have a team. So it's wow. That was quite a game. Doug played really well. We were out there grinding. He got those early injuries. I should have used my apothecary on um uh I think it was Pierre the Blitzer, and because I needed him, I needed that positional. I should have used my apothecary, but it was just really early in the game, and I didn't want to. But oh well, what are you gonna do? We still played really hard. We went out there to win. We're coming back with quite a few less Monakins, um, but but yeah, we're ready for the tournament. Hopefully.
All right. Well, that was a very exciting match. Both coaches played well. We'll see the Blood Bowl fans next time on the Crinkle Cup for